the Bobadi. I'm going to Bobada.
Are you excited? Do you know what we're going to see?
Big temple.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's our third day here in Yogyakarta and we're currently on our way to Borobudur, which is a temple located that way. So we got picked up from our hotel at about 7 o'clock this morning. We booked a driver last night. It will cost us about 50,000 rupiah, which in Australian dollars is about $50.
You mean 500,000 rupiah?
Yes, sorry, 500,000 rupiah.
Dada.
So we just walked into Borobudur Temple. As you walk in, the first thing that you do is head to the building over there for international. That's where you purchase your tickets, which is separate from where the locals go to. As soon as we walked in, we had about, I don't know, 35 kids approach us. They wanted photos with us. So that was pretty intense. So that's something to expect if you're a Westerner visiting these parts. Now we're just gonna head over here. There's a bit of information so far. This place is very clean, there's bins everywhere, it's very nicely set up and there's information, so yeah, let's go have a look. Oh,
It's all in Indonesian. Okay.
No, Sudan, you're gonna give it.
So we just walked up from the entrance. We had probably about 300 meters to get to the point that we are now, and we're just starting to get sides of the temple. So this is Borobudur. It's a Buddhist temple. It was built around the 8th and 9th centuries. So let's get a little bit closer. And so the climb begins. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
From
Australia.
Australia. Oh,
Yeah, where are you from?
Bali.
You from Bali?
No, you from Bali.
Oh,
Bali.
no, Australia.
Australia. I'm from Purwokerto.
Oh, okay.
No,
Excellent.
you know?
No.
Central Java.
Central Java. Okay. Excellent. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye bye.
So, a lot of people will just go straight to the top. The cool thing about walking around each level is you get little bits of it like this to yourself, which you just don't get if you just go straight to the top. It's very crowded. But take the time to walk around, just appreciate all the different sculptures and all the passageways. It's very cool.
So Borobudur was built within the 8th and 9th centuries by one of the dynasties. As soon as it was built, the dynasty pretty much disappeared and it was discovered a few centuries later. When it was rediscovered, unfortunately, a lot of the locals cut off the heads of a lot of the Buddhas that you can see here. So maybe we should just take a shot down that way. You'll be able to see all the missing heads. A lot of those heads were shipped to Europe for private collections, and also a lot of stone was taken by the locals as well to build their own homes. Another thing that I found absolutely interesting about Borobudur is the fact that after the 9th century, when it was built and the dynasty disappeared towards the 10th century, this place was completely abandoned. So it got completely covered in sediment, jungle, and completely almost forgotten. And when it was later rediscovered, it was all cleaned up, but unfortunately, because of all the people coming to remove things, the place was quickly deteriorating. So although nature saved it for hundreds and hundreds of years, people, of course, started to destroy it. And in the 70s, with the help of UNESCO, they spent about 10 years basically removing every single piece of stone, undoing Borobudur, so they could set up a drainage system so that the monsoonal rains wouldn't keep destroying the temple, and then they put it all back together, which is completely amazing. So they're hoping that it will stay here for another 1,000 years.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Yes,
Good.
thank you.
Excellent.
Yes.
Having a good day?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
So we left the hotel at 7 o'clock in order to get here early enough so that it wouldn't be crowded, but it is crowded. We've actually reached the top now, and Dave wants to walk around and show you a little bit. There's people everywhere, and everyone wants to take photos as well, so we're finding it very busy and overwhelming right now. So we're just going to walk around a little bit more and head down.
So guys, when we're walking out, the man who saw us on the way in wanted to sell me this very badly. It looks like the monument's at the top of the mountain. Started at 150,000, and I just said I didn't want it, just kept walking, and eventually he just said 30,000 because I was close to the exit.
Excuse me, miss.
So we paid 30,000, started at 150, and I didn't even say anything. No thanks, I have one.
50.
30,000 is obviously
Hello, how are you?
We have finally made it back to the beginning. We're actually back at the entrance where we purchased our tickets. David wasn't allowed to bring in the drone. You need to organise a permit if you want to fly the drone. Apparently you can fly it outside of the complex. We might give that a go, perhaps, we'll see. Other than that, we just made it through that huge market. We didn't actually expect it to be that big. They have everything. There's clothes, there's food, drinks, artifacts, anything that you could want, you can get it from the market. And they're very willing to negotiate as well, so make sure that you buy out if you're willing to purchase something on your way out from Borobudur. I hope you enjoyed our day here at Borobudur in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. We're so happy that you came on our journey with us. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and turn on the notification bell that will tell you when new content's coming up. We have more exciting content from Bali, so make sure you stay tuned. And of course, say hi in the comments below, leave us a message, and all the good stuff, give us a thumbs up. Thanks again, see you later.
Alright guys, leaving Borobudur. Just had a look at the ticket prices for a local. It cost about $4. For us, it was $34, so a bit of a difference. Tell us what you think of that in the comments. I think it's a bit of a hike. Yeah, let us know what you think. If you think that's fair, that tourists have to pay so much more than locals. I don't mind paying a little bit more, but I think almost 10 times the price is a bit much. Anyway.